All right, let's go live.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is Fight Club Hubs. Welcome to another wonderful edition of Game Jam. I am joined once again by Mr. MarkBWriting, who is a member of Die Hard Game Fan, a member of GVN Live, and just an all-around great guy.
I don't know
How?
about all that now.
Oh, well, the only guy I know of that actually tolerates me. So,
Keith tolerates you.
yes, that is true. So, tonight is the last night of the original versus remake month for July on Game Jam. We're ending it on a strong note. This is a franchise that me and Mark are very particular to. We are going to be playing the original Tomb Raider game, and he will be playing Tomb Raider Anniversary, which came out 11 years after the original did. The first one, of course, is done by Core Designs, and the second one is done by Crystal Dynamics, who took over the franchise after the abysmal Angel of Darkness. You want to elaborate a little bit more on anything, Mark?
Uh, well, I mean, uh, Crystal Dynamics basically made 3 games in the renovated Tomb Raider series, which was Legend, Anniversary, and then Underworld, before completely scrapping it and basically making Uncharted Raider in the more modern games, which I don't have an especially high fondness for various reasons. But the trilogy of games that they made before rebooting the franchise kind of fall into this odd sort of realm, I guess you want to call it, where they're kind of borrowing from stuff that was working within the genre at the time, like stuff that they utilize as stuff that had been seen to a certain extent in like the Prince of Persia games and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So they weren't quite as evolved as the more modern games are mechanically, but they still have kind of an interesting charm to them that I think works for them even now.
Yeah. Now, before that, of course, I mentioned Core Design is the team that created the franchise, ran it for about 6 games. Core Designs was really not a well-known company at the time leading up to Tomb Raider. In fact, I would say it's the Tomb Raider franchise that practically made Core who they were.
The Tomb Raider franchise is exclusively what made Core who they were. Everything else that Core developed was garbage.
Well, there's a Legacy of
Fighting
Kane.
Force,
Legacy of Kane franchise, I would say, is good up to a
that
point.
wasn't Core. That was Crystal Dynamics,
What?
I
Oh
think.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
Core developed the Fighting Force franchise, which was fucking awful,
Ninja.
and the Ninja game, which was meant to be a franchise and was just so utterly nondescript that nothing else came of it.
Yeah.
They eventually just became the company that developed Tomb Raider because nothing else that they made sold.
Yeah. Now they
Like,
did
at
do
all.
a few other games. Like they were a well-known PC game developer, and they did port some of their games to like consoles. Probably one of my favorite games of theirs that they made is a very unknown game for the Sega CD called Soulstar. Excellent scale. It's a shoot 'em up game done from an over-the-shoulder perspective, a la Star Fox. But it's got some great graphics. The most notable thing about it is music. In fact, that's one of the most consistent thing Core does is they make some great music for their games. And I better start my game because the movies are starting to skip. Yeah, I'm playing this on original PlayStation hardware that my wife found in her mom's basement somewhere. So let's hope the system survives. I do have my PS2 here on standby. I was trying to use the PS3 originally, but PS3 backwards compatibility for PlayStation 1 games is inconsistent. I.e., for Tomb Raider 1, the music doesn't load. For Tomb Raider 2, just doesn't boot past the menu screen. So
I mean, you can just buy it on the PSN for like $5 or whatever.
I can, but I don't really feel like using up so much system resources just trying to get it to work on DOSBox. Because that's what they do. They emulate it in DOSBox. And I do own it, but I just didn't feel like installing it.
I guess that's fair. I have the Xbox 360 version of this, but for some reason, like, I don't think this is compatible with Xbox One yet. I honestly did not bother to check. And despite the fact that they have it available on the PSN store, they do not have the PlayStation 3 version available on the PSN store.
Well,
They have the PSP version available, which does me no fucking good at all, so I just bought it for the PC.
Isn't the PS3 version really just the trilogy re-released on one bundle pack though?
I honest to God don't remember how they did that. I think Anniversary was kind of an Xbox exclusive for a bit, but I don't think it was for that long of a period of time. I honestly don't know, but you can't download it for PlayStation 3 at all. You can download
Okay.
Legend, you can't download Anniversary.
Yeah. But okay, so starting off on our game right here, I mean, you're gonna find that Crystal Dynamics has taken not just really much liberties, but so much as just that they've reworked the game from the ground up. I'm sure you can you can tell everybody, Mark, like some of the stuff that they've already changed. Obviously, they got a brand new intro section just for the first level.
Well, yeah, they put together when they put together the original game, it was just you're gonna fucking figure out what to do, and that's gonna be the end of it. Tomb Raider Anniversary actively attempts to tutorialize not just the gameplay, but the changes that were made. So, for example, for those who were watching the right side of the screen, you could see that I was wandering around and it had me doing little jumping puzzles, climbing around, so on and so forth, doing all of the Prince of Persia-esque things. They also just taught me about the grapple system here, which is Laura now has a grappling hook because she had it in Legend, and that's just a thing they're going to incorporate into every game, including Underworld, from here on out. So Laura can now use the grappling hook to swing back and forth to different locations by jumping and then quickly pressing the X button, or Q on the keyboard, I guess, which allows her to swing over stuff. As we can see from the little camera angle here, there's a swing at the top there that I'm going to have to do once I figure out how to get wherever it is that they want me to get to. The cave is completely closed off, whereas in the original Tomb Raider, you just go right in and do your business. Here, I have to figure out how to open it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the little dude. There's my little pack guy. So, like, we actually have to be directly instrumental in his demise in this version, whereas in the PlayStation version, you just open the thing and he's just dead.
Yep.
So we're gonna kill him in a minute. Press E to interact with switches and levers. Y on the controller. Okay.
There you go. Now, obviously, there's another big gameplay mechanic, and that's the fact that Crystal Dynamics took out the tank controls for a more flowing, freeform movement system for Laura, which is probably the same as what they have for the Legacy of Kain franchise.
Yeah, well, I mean, the key thing was that tank controls were a thing that was very much something that we were doing in
Early
like PlayStation
3D
1
games.
era games in general. Yep. And
Pressing
I never
left and
really
right to
100%
look.
understood it. It kind of sort of made sense, I guess, for Resident Evil way back in the day. But for Tomb Raider, it never made any kind of logical sense, and they just completely do away with it here. In Tomb Raider for the PS1, as you said, pressing left or right turns Laura, pressing down back steps, and pressing forward moves her. Here, I press in a direction and Laura goes in that direction, and the camera will attempt to, like, if I'll turn her and have her go in whatever direction, it will attempt to normalize itself until it straightens me out to where I want to go. It makes for play that, like, feels more natural, because, like, Laura's more maneuverable. She can also do multiple little flips in a row, as you can see here, by spamming the flip button. I don't know what the little like that's for, except for like being a show off, but
I think
that's
it has something
part
to do
of the
with
appeal
avoiding
of the
traps. Some traps.
Well, the first couple, sure, like, you know, like the double rolls there, like the you know, like the ballerina shit though. No, like that's, I should have been like shot in the ass with an arrow like 6 times. But Laura as a character is meant to be fairly flamboyant and stylish, or at least pre-reboot, like pre-Crisis Laura is meant to be kind of flamboyant and stylish. So from that perspective, it feels more like it's meant to be a thing where, you know, she does it because it's a thing Lara Croft, the character, would do. Post-Crisis Laura is kind of a crazy murderer, though, so, you know, not so much in her case.
No, she only kills if absolutely necessary. The lore that we know, the new lore is just a psychopathic murderer in denial.
Well, Lara Croft, the character in the original games, is like, yeah, you can say, okay, well, she only kills if necessary, but no, she mows down fucking thousands of people with no fucking remorse whatsoever. It happens in Legend. It happens in Underworld. She is mentally secure in the knowledge that she has killed people, and it's just kind of like whatever. Like I don't necessarily think it's a good thing as such, but like I don't necessarily know if I want a healthy dose of trauma going along with my characters. At least
That is
certainly not
true.
to the extent that they're doing. And like the modern Tomb Raider game, like they released a thing recently where like Laura is trying to cope with all of the people that she killed, and I'm like, guys, you lost me when Laura was chasing not Jesus in the last game. Like, I literally cannot care at this point. Like, I know people who are like, well, this reboot is good. This reboot is, like it's good for establishing Laura's character. Who played that game and are like, nope, change my mind, fuck it.
Yeah, I didn't play a whole lot of the Rise of the Tomb Raider game, mainly for the fact that like, okay, it sounds interesting, but it's just more like they completely like wave off like the events of the first game just about, and then they just suddenly bring it all back all at once. In terms of like the trauma case, like the what was it the FMV trailer that had her talking to a psychologist about everything.
Yeah, and then they waved that off, and then they went into the thing where she's doing the stuff with her parents or whatever, her dad, and like somebody breaks in and does whatever, and like it's some kind of like crazy cult or whatever the fuck doing things, and like that got waved off, and now we're back to that, I guess, which I feel like is sort of their token effort of saying we understand that like this would be a traumatic experience, and here's our way of conceding that to people who would be like concerned about it. And it's like, okay, but shit or get off the pot, guys.
Yeah. So there's also another big change that they made in Anniversary, and that was how boss battles work. Not that there was a whole lot of
They
them
made
to
a
begin
lot
with.
of fucking changes in Anniversary. Like level design in general is much more logical and sensible in Anniversary, I
Yeah.
find. Like in the original Tomb Raider, exploration is a big part of the experience. Let's not devalue that in any way. But the way in which they structure the levels is that you have to do a shitload of exploration because there's just not any clear way to go. There are later stages in that game where if you don't have a guide, you're going to be like just dealing with this shit for hours in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here it's visually the levels are designed in a way such that why won't you move? Or there.
She's
Visually the
resisting.
levels are designed like she was just stuck on the geometry for some strange reason. I don't know. Visually the levels are designed in a way that makes a lot more sense. You can immediately pick up on where it is you need to go. Again, it's the Prince of Persia school of philosophy as it relates to how to appropriately design like the stuff that people need to deal with as it relates to your jumping game.
Yep.
And it's fine. I generally tend to prefer what this game is doing. There's a certain something to be said, admittedly, for the idea of games that don't hold your hand, explorationally speaking.
And that's something not a whole lot of 90s games did back in the day.
Sure. But, like, god damn it. I don't want that fang anyway. I literally don't care. Fuck off. But my thing isn't necessarily, it's that some games benefit from allowing the player the ability to explore in a free-form fashion, like by allowing the player to find out where it is they want to go and go there. Tomb Raider did not. Like, at the time, it was an amazing and interesting idea. Now, playing the original game is like, fucking brushing your teeth with a bandsaw in a lot of cases. Yeah, it's just...
I like that metaphor, brushing your teeth with a bandsaw. As if I don't have to work with one every day. Well, a bone saw, but same thing.
I want to do the Macho Man voice, but I really don't want to do the Macho Man voice.
Oh, yeah, cream of the crop.
Well, because he played Bonesaw in the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, god damn it. How did I miss that jump twice in a row? That's another one. That's one of the big issues I've had with the original Tomb Raider. It was more or less, it came down to, like, the timing. Like, there was definitely an input delay when it came to, like, you know, doing certain actions. Or some of her actions were just really slow to take place. Like, when it came to, like, grabbing a switch or a lever, and would say all of a sudden a bear comes out of nowhere and hits you while in the middle of that animation, and it just fucks shit up.
Why did you not grab that, Laura? God damn it, Laura.
There we
You
go.
are disappointing.
Shoot some more wolves that I can remember for the most part. I would have to say that, in retrospect, the original Tomb Raider game is the first level is probably the most ingrained level in the game for a lot of gamers from the 90s.
Yeah. Well, I think the big problem with Tomb Raider is that beyond a certain point, you probably didn't get super far in Tomb Raider.
Oh, yeah. Unless you cheated, and then that point, that's when you know who... Okay, first off, I love the way this dog is just dead. He's just like... Arr! He looks like he's slightly suspended, but not at the same time, just because of how bad the shadow effects are. Do. So now I make my way down to the exit, avoiding more traps. Why did I take my guns out? And let's see here. How many secrets did I miss? Oh, I only missed 2. It's because I didn't bother looking for them.
I could go get that secret over there, but I don't really know if I want to.
That requires a lot of patience with that rope, right?
No. No, I just shimmy her around like so. Then hold forward, and Laura will do the rest.
Yep. Love the nice zoom in on her ass, though. Oh, that was a good jump.
That was a healing pack. All right. Yeah, you go fight a fucking bear with hand pistols and tell me how that works out for you.
Even my boss would tell you that's a dumb idea. He goes haunting.
I appreciate the way you pronounce that. Haunting.
Haunting.
Hunt.
Yeah, it's... Oh, crap.
Where the fuck am I now? Oh, okay. I got a fang, I guess. Oh, you dumped me the hell out back here? Oh, fuck you too, then.
That was a nice start. Now, the second stage right here is the first time we introduce Laura to swimming, unless, of course, you do the tutorial stage. They took the tutorial mansion out in the anniversary, didn't they?
Nope. Croft Manor is available right from the get-go.
Oh, nice.
The puzzles are completely different, if I remember correctly, but I believe I have done Croft Manor in both Anniversary and Legend. I don't remember if I bothered to go through it in Underworld or not, because the only time that I really played that outside of like when I initially purchased it, like on the cheap, was when we were recording footage for the video thing.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
the Tomb Raider fan
retrospective deal, yeah.
Yeah, the fan retrospective that we made. All right, we got to draw the bear out. I better heal, or I'm gonna die. Who's afraid of the big bad bear? I am, motherfucker. Alright. Smokey the Bear is down.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do these shitty gymnastics, Laura. Access Laura's journal in the items menu. They voice acted this line. Like, she literally just says, "There must be a way to open this door." The fucking hell you say!
Yeah, probably the only dialogue in any stage, and it's, "There must be a way to open this door."
No, she will periodically share her thoughts on things, but it's more dumb shit like that. Yeah, dude, if you... Really? This fucking wolf got stuck on the fucking wall, and, like, he's trying to run through the wall to get to me. Alright, bro, you do you. You do you. Who am I to tell you not to?
Dream big, wolf. That was a sinister-looking wolf. I just saw his beady red eyes.
Well, now he's dead, so fuck him.
Oh, now he is. No,
oh god, I remember this puzzle. This puzzle is interesting. Oh. Nope. Okay, that didn't work out the way that I wanted it to at all. Just use that, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Was there something for me to get in this room, or was it just here? You know what? I think this room is just here for the hell of it. So now I just gotta...
Trying to remember exactly how this works. It's... okay.
Oh, crap, I just got myself stuck. That's gonna lose me a lot of oxygen, so I better double back real quick.
Is there a jump I can make from here? No. Oh, no, alright.
What about Bruno, hon?
Ew, come on. I need paper towels. Ew,
What happened?
Somebody... Fluffy gagged. Fluffy threw up on the floor. Ow! Bruno!
What's the cat attacking your feet?
Yes! I have to go get a cat. They're all freaking Fluffy.
Oh, Bruno, you're already a member of the family.
Oh, he was attacking the crap out of my arm upstairs. And he attacked the crap out of my feet. Thankfully, oh, Bob!
What?
There's like poop. Oh, it's either poop or throw up like all over the floor here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to...
Like, seriously?
Give me a second, I'll be right back.
It should be noted they expect you to have gone over and killed those other two wolves and then attempted the jumping puzzle. But listen, fuck that bullshit. I got things to do.
So, interesting happened. We adopted a new cat today.
Very nice.
Yeah. His name is Bruno. He had a twin brother. And you're probably not gonna laugh. You'll probably irk at this. His name is Mars. There's a switch in here. Oh, there it is. I just couldn't see it because of how badly digitized the graphics are. But yeah, so obviously I knew about the behavior of what the cat was going to do. Fluffy is not taking to the cat right away. And he is now gacking and shitting all over the place. In defiance.
Pets do that.
Yep.
Pets do that, I suppose.
Yeah.
One of the downsides of the way that this game is structured is it doesn't properly register that you're playing with a controller. So, because of this, whenever I attempt to do something, it's like, oh, well, you can accomplish X thing by pressing this thing on your keyboard. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't really help me. Like, because I have no idea how that maps on the controller proper.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, you can dodge this attack if you do this. I'm like, all right, I pressed the button to dodge it, and the bear just fucking mauled over my face.
There is a fix for that if I can find it.
Oh, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
play this.
there's an overlay mod that fixes that. That allows you to see what the correct buttons are for, let's say, people using an Xbox controller and whatnot. I actually used that because I was playing with the Xbox 360 controller when the game came out on PC. That's the version I own. I actually have my little install disc right down there.
Hey, can he see?
Huh?
Can he see?
Oh, you want to see the kitty? All right, here
Sure,
we
why
go.
not?
There you go. Say hello, Bruno.
Say hello, Bruno. Can he
Oh,
see?
he's adorable. He's adorable.
Yeah, he's what, about 4 months old?
Yeah, he's 4 months old. He's a little black and white with a Hitler stash.
Yeah, he's got a Hitler stash.
That's what Bob said.
Like, if you could see him, look at his nose.
Look at his nose.
It.
Here you go.
He's already clawed the crap out of my arm.
Good.
But he doesn't hurt though. That's the problem. He doesn't hurt.
Well, that's because he's a kitten. The claws, they don't grasp. Like, they're like dogs. Like, they'll bite and nibble you, but they'll not know their own strength, so they're not gonna like wreck you or anything. I think I need to look for a key. I can't remember. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. Yes, I gotta
Press
go.
E to access the inventory. Yeah, okay. What it wants me to do is put a key in there, but I haven't found the key yet. So it's like, all right, that literally does not help me, game.
Ooh, bless me. All right.
Oh, I think I have to go swimming.
Second stage already?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Uh,
Yeah, so I screwed that up. That's the thing I forgot where it was. The little bridge, so now I gotta pull this out and hopefully it'll see here. Now let's just talk about how incredibly strong Lara Croft is. The fact that she can move giant as cinder blocks.
Oh shit! Ouch!
Oh, that's what I was coming to get. Could have sworn there was a key somewhere. I do like how the people that civilization that used to live here decorated a room made out of just people's skulls.
well, I mean, you know,
Hey, where's Fluffy?
you got to decorate with what you have available.
Check the kitchen. Yeah, that's probably why there's no
Use
more
every
people.
part of the person.
Yep. And there's going to be bats in this room, so... You know what was more annoying than bats in the original... the first Tomb Raider? Freaking Tomb Raider 2, they had the fucking spiders that would come out of nowhere. And it's weird, because they would make the most obnoxious noise possible. Like, you hear something like... Sounds like it's scribbling.
I wonder how long it takes for Laura to dry off in this game.
That's a good question.
Because they put in the water effects and whatnot, so she's, you know, soaked. Her. But I wonder, like, how long gameplay-wise it would take for that to...
Yep. On top of that, I mean, you can... they do a pretty good job of making it look like her clothes are clinging to her.
Well, I mean, that's on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta sell your games. You gotta sell your heroin somehow.
Well, sure, back in 2007. These days we just make her cry a lot and murder people while screaming.
Yep.
I don't necessarily feel like one is inherently an improvement over the other. Both are bad.
Yep. I wonder how many animals have gone extinct because Lara Croft is a gun-tooting maniac.
I mean,
she's probably killed the last T-Rex on the planet.
well, yeah, but fuck T-Rexes. We don't need any of those. Haven't you seen any of the Jurassic movies? Having a T-Rex is literally nothing but trouble.
This is true, but at the same time, we have seen time and time again how a bunch of people are idiots and don't know how to manage how to manage a park.
Well, sure, but listen, if you think you could do a better job managing a park full of dinosaurs, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but you're probably not correct.
I never said I could. Although I would say I'd have a hell of a lot more safety nets in place.
I mean, in a broad sense, sure, but like in a narrow sense, listen, I don't trust anybody to run a park full of dinosaurs.
I mean, just look at Jurassic World and what happened there. Okay, do I... You know what? Oh, I have to do this again. I gotta pull this damn thing back. What? What's up with the kitty?
Just making a cheese whiz.
That's right. My only method of escape is to use this damn cinder block. I gotta pull it a lot. Dumb diddly dumb.
I mean, on the plus side, I'm pretty sure you're used to pulling it a lot. Penis joke.
Uh-huh. So, what would you say? They included a lot more puzzles in Tomb Raider Anniversary, or do you think they put more emphasis on platforming and aerobics?
Combination of both, honestly. Like, they use the platforming as a means to get the puzzles, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not so much a case of, like, there's more one way or the other, so much as it is that the focus of how to properly implement the puzzles differs.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, here, for example, I have to do the platforming sequences properly in order to resolve the puzzle, whereas in the original games, it was the platforming was meant as, like, not so much a puzzle. Like, it wasn't so much platform jumps were a big thing as much as it was figuring out where you needed to go next was. And the platforming jumps was kind of a way of dealing with that. I think in the original Tomb Raider, deciding where you needed to go and how to get there with the limited amount of instruction that they gave you was part of the puzzle in its own way. Whereas here, like, you're generally visually aware of where you want to go in most cases. It's just a matter of, like, can I complete that jump? Can I do this thing? Etc. so on. It's more of a precision thing rather than a what the fuck am I supposed to do now thing.
Exactly.
Fat man, swim, fat man, swim.
I feel like I'm missing a key or something, or is this the only key I need? Okay, I picked up a silver key. I forgot about it. Oh, yes. Temple entrance right here. That's right. I gotta go through this little... Oh, crap. I died. I didn't get to go to my inventory in time.
You're a cutie pie.
No, not restart level. God damn it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I prefer about this game is that if I die, I'm not completely, like, beat out,
I have a save point. It just, for some reason, it goes to restart level instead of load game. So let's talk about the character model for Tomb Raider Anniversary. Obviously, they did a good job of making her look a lot younger as opposed to her Legends counterpart, which definitely made her look quite a bit older, in the facial structure and all that stuff. They got Lara Croft, a bit skinnier in the face and the arms. They gave her her original outfit, which was real nice, as opposed to the whatever type of t-shirt that was she had in the original.
Mm.
Yeah, the haltered top with the booty shorts. Although she still wears the booty shorts here. Uh-oh, I think the PlayStation's starting to kick it. It's taking forever to load.
I mean, the character model is definitely good, I think. Like, they they capture the look of Laura appropriately
Mhm.
relative to
Batman.
how she's supposed to look. Really with this?
Oh, hey, it brought me back to my last checkpoint, to the save point. Okay, that's very nice of them.
There we go.
All right, now let's try this again without dying. Actually, let's check.
I never understood the whole aquamarine shirt thing.
Hey, hon.
Yes.
Bruno's doing the same thing Leroy used to do.
What, the Midnight Bizbaz?
Midnight Fist Buzz. But you remember when Leroy used to be under the couch and he used to do this, Bob? Crawl
Yeah.
underneath the couch like this? He's doing the same thing.
Yep. There's Fluffy.
He's already attacked the shit out of my arm.
Wow. Those,
Uh-oh. Showdown. We got a showdown in progress. Done. Showdown in progress.
That's fine. Let the showdown begin. He needs to stand up to himself. Let him know that he's staying here.
He's on the ground submitting to Fluffy.
That's okay too, I suppose. Wasn't there a fourth one, or did I count wrong? Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
Let's see here. Okay, yeah, the two doors are blocked off. I gotta go this way. I don't feel like swimming in the pool today, so I better be quick on the jump button. That was good. Going up. Going around. Alright, there's no bats here. That's good. Oh, wait, there is a bat.
So the visuals are attempting to do this thing, and I'm not sure if this is a problem with the engine or what, where it's attempting to make the water look really, like, you know, like wobbly. But then, like, if I move Laura's sprite into it, like, it makes her sprite look all fucked up.
Yeah. Now, which part of the second level is this right here that you're attempting to beat?
This is the third level.
You're
Lost Valley.
Okay, yes. So you, what the hell just happened? My game just froze. Oh, there we go. Door opened up. Yeah, my game's chugging a little bit here, but you know that's fine. It's a old. It's a 20-fucking-year-old system at this point. And the CD reader needs to be replaced most likely. Oh yeah, you got the
It's
gear.
a cog.
Huh. Oh my, that's quite a big cog there.
Are cogs a sex thing?
I don't know. They could be.
I don't feel like cogs are a sex thing.
Oh, they got a thing where they have to fit somewhere, right, and make it work.
Yeah, but they have, like, teeth on them. Most people don't want teeth involved in their sex.
You never know.
They literally make horror movies about that, Robert.
Yes,
they
do.
literally make horror movies about that.
There's a stupid French comedy horror movie, The Killer Condoms. You should probably have a good laugh at that.
Well, there was also a pretty good movie called Teeth, about the condition known in the confines of the film as vagina dentata.
Okay, I think my game froze here.
I think I want to do something to dislodge that, maybe?
Let's see here.
Yeah, it says push this button to do a swan dive, and I'm like, all right, but why would I want to, though? Just for the sake of doing it, I guess?
Yeah, I think my game froze. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so... If not, I'll have to hook up the PS2 real quick. Oh, no.
Did you break it?
No, I think it broke itself.
That's what happens when you play on 20-year-old machines you found in the basement.
I didn't find it. Her mother did.
I don't feel like that's meaningfully different in the confines of what it was that I said.
True. All right, now I hear the disc spinning, sort of. Nope. Well, it looks like your PS1 died, honey.
What happened?
It just stopped reading the disc. Don't worry about it. I just got to switch to the PS2 real quick, that's all. It's probably a real simple fix, too. Like, it just needs to get the CD-ROM replaced. Because it wasn't reading or spinning the disc.
Oops.
Where did the AV cable connector go?
Well, fuck you too, game.
Hey, my Soul Calibur 3 disc.
I think I would have preferred it if you had killed me, frankly.
How'd the standoff go? Oh, there's Fluffy.
Fluffy's right there underneath that chair, and then Bruno's over here under this chair. Fluffy's over there under that chair, and Bruno's over here under this chair behind that. What's it called? Table leg?
Okay, sure.
The bars. Fluffy just ran to the kitchen now.
Okay. Or what are you doing?
Okay.
All right, I am back in action.
Very good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have bothered playing around with old hardware.
Yeah, it really isn't worth it, I find. Especially not these days when you can just fucking emulate everything anyway.
True. I was actually also thinking about that. Current position. Yeah. Nice jump.
Okay. But yeah, again, see, this is the point of the game. It's, positional jumps, figuring out how to appropriately make a jump work within the confines of how the mechanics will allow it. Getting from X point to Y point in whatever fashion you have to do it.
Yeah, there's not so much of that in this game. If anything, the most aerobic thing you can do is pretty much when you get around to Tomb Raider 2 and or 3 and beyond, when they start adding new moves to her move set, like from hanging from vines to shimmying across like small platforms or cliffs and whatnot. So you got the closest one. Oh, good. I took them out in record time. Interesting note, you can surprisingly play PlayStation 1 games with the component cables plugged into the PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really enhance the image that much, but it looks nice.
Fair.
I mean, it also makes it easier for me to not change out as much equipment. Oh, crap. Now, interesting note, the third level, once you exit the temple, post... on the third level, once you fight the T-Rex... God damn it. I am so used to the X button being a jump button, not the freaking square. You can tell that I'm not good for old school games anymore. God damn it. But yeah, like there was a scene in the first game where you go in the third level. You fight the T-Rex and the other dinosaurs. And you get the key that's hidden behind that little temple behind the T-Rex. You go into that other you go back up the waterfall, go into another temple. You go through all the booby traps that include rolling rocks, swords, and whatnot. There's a bat in here. I know it. Where'd it go? There we go. And then you fight a dude at the end who looks kind of like a bounty hunter that was hired by Jacqueline. But it looks like Jock. But then you meet Jock at the beginning of the Greece stages. Or the Greek level. And they actually take away the boss fight of that in the... they took away actually all the human boss fights in the game. As a matter of fact,
Yeah, they're just active time events.
Yeah, active time events. Mainly because there was a big outcry about human boss fights in Tomb Raider Legends that pissed off a lot of people, apparently.
Well, yeah, they're fucking bullet sponges. It's stupid.
That is true.
In Tomb Raider Legend, they tried to get around this by making the human enemies like magic, basically. Did I miss a gear? What the fuck?
That sucks.
I have no idea where it could be, either. That's, like, the worst part. I have literally no idea where this fucking thing could be. Oh, wait, there's a rope over there, maybe? Is over there? Yeah, I think it might be over there. Okay, so that's not so bad.
Now I have to send the other tower where I can unlock the center door. Okay, and I have these guys that are gonna fall apart on me. Damn it, that sucked.
In the original Tomb Raider and all of the subsequent sequels, enemies were generally made into bullet sponges. Like, human enemies would just eat and eat and eat fucking bullets, and it was terrible. Like, nobody fucking wants to deal with that shit. So, to get around that, in the Legend game, they had it so that if you had human bosses, they would, generally speaking, be magical in some capacity or another. So they'd be infused with the power of Excalibur or whatever the fuck. And that's fine. Like, I'm not going to be shitty about the fact that that was the way you chose to do your thing. And, yep, breaks the whole fucking thing. So there's only that one little level left. Of course. Douche. Anyway, like, I'm completely fine with the idea of them, like, implementing that in that way. Because, you do what you got to do in order to make the thing work how it's supposed to work. Fine. But players didn't like it because, well, like, part of it is, I suppose, like, we are kind of beyond the need for bullet sponge enemies in general. So, for Anniversary, they just made it Laura is squaring off with a regular human, and you just push the buttons appropriately in order to complete the thing, or whatever. That's fine. Like, I don't hate the fact that they changed it to that, because honestly, bullet sponge dudes that I have to spend 20 minutes shooting with my pistols is not a thing I want to do with my free time either.
Understandable. I mean, though, I have to say some of the sponge boss battles made no sense. Like, hey, as cool as it was fighting bad guys as Lara Croft while she's wearing that evening gown and whatnot, because let's be honest, she looked good doing it. It made no sense going up against the Chinese Mafia or Chinese Triad boss in those heels. Oh, shit. Wow, I almost died. That sucked ass.
I think you will find that of the many things that Lara Croft is about, making sense is fairly low down that particular platform.
Again, I will have to agree with you on that. Yes, because if we're going to talk about making sense, she fights a T-Rex. She fights Atlanteans.
She fights a T-Rex, and that is like one of the least absurd things that happens in her games.
And general. I broke Lara Croft. Hey, what's up, Dreamy Warrior? Welcome back. You're watching GameJam right now, where we are playing the original and the remake of Tomb Raider.
Can I not pick up? I must have too many shotgun shells. How have I not found a fucking shotgun if I have, like, full shotgun shells? How can I, as fucking Lara Croft, only carry 32 shotgun shells? Thanks, Trump.
How can you, as Lara Croft, manage to carry everything in that little satchel on your back?
I believe I'm in the third stage. I think he's in the second.
Yeah, I had a system malfunction.
Oh, there she went.
Followed by a death. So that's how he mainly got ahead of me. I had to switch. I had to swap consoles.
Bitch, I was ahead of you, like, before all that happened. Now you're just further behind. But it wouldn't be GVN Live if it wasn't Robert getting fucking embarrassed by whoever he invited on to be the guest. I remember Aladdin, bitch.
Oh yeah, the So Not race.
Yeah, the one where Keith fucking romper stomped you.
I got to the farther stage than he did anyway.
By cheating.
He did the same thing.
Yeah, you cheated first.
Who cares?
I do.
Okay.
I am all about accuracy and integrity, sir. Sir.
Sure.
I've never cheated a day in my life. Why can't you fucking... What are you doing, Laura? What the fuck? She's like stuck trying to get up there, and I don't understand why. She's like physically attempting to crawl, like to run through, which is like not a viable option. There, okay, I managed to get her through. Hooray. So weird. Alright, whatever.
Lara Croft is being weird.
Oh, are we about to? No. Nope, nope, we're about to do it. We're about to do it.
Okay, well, I guess I could pause for a few minutes just so we could see this.
I don't know what this game wants me to do in those situations. Because it didn't explain it in a way that, like, made anything approximating reasonable sense. Alright, that's right, I remember. Let me see if I can make this work. Are you going to do the thing?
Oh, I was just trying to see if I could set it up to where...
No, I was talking about the monster. More of them? Really? Okay, I feel like that was ignorant, but whatever. Yeah, so what you have to do is you have to
You're...
Smell something?
Do I
shoot
what?
the monster until...
Smell something like smoking cooking?
No. Damn bat. So you're gonna have the fun part now. Oh, you're doing the QuickTime events. Oh, you got Miss Lara Croft, who's happy to see you play against the T-Rex now. You know what? I think I'll hurry up and I'll try and get to the T-Rex as well. I'm not that far from beating this level anyway. Come on, pick it up. If you're just joining in, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This is Game Jam, something that I do every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. This is the
Oh, I
last...
pissed the T-Rex off super bad. This was not one of my brighter moments.
Yeah, I would say trying to take a pistol to a T-Rex's temple is not a smart thing to do.
Well, technically what you're supposed to do with this fight in this particular version of it is you're supposed to enrage it, I believe, and then get it to head charge into the spiky thingamabobs, as you can see around the arena.
Yeah, that much I remember. Yeah, because you have to do the QuickTime event, you shoot him in the temple, and that's when he is supposed to crash headfirst into the spikes.
It's just been so long since I've done this, I'm bad at positioning properly. Also, this thing is kicking the shit out of me. But mostly the positioning thing.
Ooh, I didn't want to... I was afraid I would overjump. Oh, good. Damn bat. Die. Go up a few more. Hopefully there's, there we go. That's right, Laura. You run into that corner like a pro. Run over here real quick. Save. Where's the save? More like the Order 1886 is like Tomb Raider. To be more accurate. Seeing as it beat the game by like 10 years.
The T-Rex is stuck.
You broke the T-Rex?
I didn't break the T-Rex.
You broke the T-Rex.
The T-Rex came pre-broken, sir. Sir, I don't want to hear your sass mouth.
You've been shooting him in the temple. You broke the T-Rex.
I don't want to hear your sass mouth.
Why can't you?
I don't deserve this.
Oh, yes, yes. This will be fun. Yay! I forgot about that. I thought I'd charge ahead.
There, now he's fucking maybe. Nope. Nope, nope.
You
Nope,
broke
still broken.
Can you actually peg him to death, or does he actually...
Finally. Can you maybe do the thing? Come on. Yes, I can eventually kill him doing this. I'm just trying to hopefully get him to fix himself, and nope, doesn't seem like that's happening. Okay. Now I don't feel bad that I have no audio. Because this is just really annoying, listening to me just constantly shoot this thing. There. Fuck you.
Yeah, the new Tomb Raiders unfortunately have QTEs. You shot him in the eye. That's not very nice, sir.
Listen, he was trying to eat me. I don't feel any bad about that. Not even a little bit. Let me tell you about the number of regrets I have.
Oh, wow. I didn't move over I didn't shimmy far enough. Whoopsie.
There it is. I don't hate the QuickTime events in the game in general. Like, I feel like it provides an appropriately dramatic resolution to the battle that shooting that guy while he was stuck in a corner for 5 minutes could not have provided. So from that perspective, like, I feel like their addition is fine. I have other issues with the more modern Tomb Raider games beyond the inclusion of QuickTime events, though. I feel like the modern Tomb Raider games also kind of do the QuickTime events too much. Like, this is, what, the first QuickTime event we've seen, I think? Really? Whereas, you know, like, if we were playing, you know, Rise of the Tomb Raider or Tomb Raider and the Search for Not Jesus, I can't remember the name of it,
Rise of the
like,
Tomb Raider.
you would have done, like, 10 QuickTime events by this point.
Time for me to play with Smokey the Bear again.
I don't remember what to do here.
Ooh, wait.
Swimming, clearly, but... Oh, okay. That wasn't right. That was not at all right. No, it's this maybe? I don't remember what I want to do in this section. I want to get out the door there.
All right.
There we go. All right, then. Okay. You don't fall off now.
There we go. Now I'm just going to just jump ahead as quick as I can to the T-Rex battle of myself. And then I guess we can call it a night after that.
Sounds good.
Granted, the T-Rex battle in
God
my
damn it,
Tomb
Laura.
Raider game is not nearly as epic, except for the fact that when you first played this game, I don't know, 20 years ago, you literally felt like you crapped your pants when you saw that T-Rex coming.
That's fair.
Because that was like a once-in-a-lifetime like thing right there, and it doesn't exactly have the same impact when you see him the second time in the remake, or whatever.
I don't hate the idea of the wooden pillars. I hate the implementation. Like, if they had put them into better places in the environment, I think they would have felt less unnatural, honestly.
True.
Like Prince of Persia, again, does that kind of stuff, but puts it into the architecture in a way that makes it feel more reasonable for it to be there. Like, the idea of Tomb Raider is neat. The core problem is that where they put these poles is just like, why is there this pole with a shaved top in the middle of this room?
Mm-hmm.
Like this here, I could believe that this is part of the architecture. Like, something broke, you know. You can see like the splintering at the top, which would be fairly natural. You can imagine there's like a flagpole here or something. This I don't hate. The one in the previous room, why was it there? Why would you have put that there, just in general? Because it's not a load-bearing beam, because if it was, I wouldn't have been able to get into that room. Like, there are definitely bits and pieces where...
I just want to take a moment real quick just to talk about how really impressive this first area right here in Tomb Raider was. Just like you walk in here, you see all this like interesting looking flora and whatnot. Like, there weren't really a whole lot of 3D games back in 1996 that could, pull off this much amazing goodness, unless you were Mario 64.
Well, like, Mario 64 was basically the first three-dimensional platformer for all intents and purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there wasn't a lot of well-trod ground to attempt to borrow from. They had to guess. And it's like, you look at it now and it's basically just Duke Nukem textures. You can clearly see that it's just a two-dimensional sprite in the middle of this area that like rotates as you rotate.
And here is...
But yeah, at the time that was something special.
And this is pretty much what the entire T-Rex battle practically turns into at this point.
Yeah, hide in a room, shoot it until it's dead. Which, I will say this much, I prefer the way that they did the T-Rex battle here, because it's not hide in a room, pull the trigger for, 15 fucking minutes. There's an actual structure to it. There's a purpose to it. Here's what I need in order to complete this battle. And it's, it may not be the thing like that, people would necessarily want to do, but given the choice, I would sooner do, lure T-Rex into big circular spiked log to kill it than shoot from hallway for X amount of minutes until dead.
Oh crap, I just forgot where my room was.
Don't die, Robert.
Yeah,
Whatever
I'm not gonna
you do,
die.
don't die. That would break my fucking heart.
Just gotta remember where the damn room was. There it is. Good thing T-Rexes can't make sharp right turns. Alright, let's see if I got... Now I gotta follow this the rest of the way. I forget if there was a trap in here somewhere.
Ah. Again, that's the one thing I like about this game more than the other game. Like, to a certain extent, the stuff that they put in is aesthetically unnatural, but I can immediately visually tell, oh, here's where you need to go next. And it's so much better that I can just grab these ledges and just go than it was in the previous game, where it's like, great, now where in the hell am I? And you have to spend like, 10, 15 minutes trying to figure that out in some cases, because the game has no idea how to appropriately convey the next location you are meant to go to.
Alright, T-Rex is, T-Rex is just ignoring me. That's not fun. Hear the bullets going off, T-Rex? Come on now. Come that direction. So I got to go back. I got to shoot him a little bit.
I feel like Ocarina of Time, in terms of how its world is structured, probably works better than the original Tomb Raider.
Most likely, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Although I have to say it is kind of weird having, 3 or 4 different types of environments, like, all roped in together.
Like, the thing that I think that really conveys the difference between a game like Super Mario 3D and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and a game like Tomb Raider is that in order to convince people to buy Super Mario 64 or Ocarina of Time again, Nintendo just had to add in a little bit of content and re-release them on the 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
In order to convince people to buy the original Tomb Raider again, Crystal Dynamics had to basically make a completely brand new game. And even then, nobody bought it.
Yeah. So, there we go. I just killed the T-Rex in the most undramatic fashion possible. Just running back and forth into a room and just pegging it.
Listen, if you're into pegging, that's your business, and I'm not going to tell you not to. You're an adult. You do what you want.
Damn straight. Now we just run over here to this little itty-bitty temple hidden in the moss and overgrowing flora. Oh, crap. Still one of you around. Oh, there's 2 of you.
You feel like it's a shame this game didn't make any money. I enjoyed it.
You said it's the lowest selling game of the franchise?
It is the lowest selling game in the entire franchise, yes.
I forget, what is up there? I think that's my way out. Back to the entrance. Gotta go in here and get a wheel. One single wheel. Oh, and there's a save file. Yes. Oh, man. I'm almost tempted to keep going, to be truthfully honest. I haven't had this many people watching my GameJam show in quite a while. 10 people. Holy crap. Thank you for joining us. If you're now tuning in, this is GameJam. I do this every Wednesday. This is the final night of Original versus Remake Month. My friend MarkBWriting is right here. You can follow him on Twitter, and that is also the same handle he has for his Twitch channel. He is playing Tomb Raider Anniversary. I am playing, of course, the original from 1996.
AKA, I'm playing the good one.
The better one.
No, the good one.
No, the first 2 were good.
The first one was good for its time. Time has absolutely not been kind to Tomb Raider, which is by no means its fault, but it is not a game that you would play in this day and age for anything other than, like, archival or historical purposes. Like, it's, even with the exploratory nature of it, which, again, as... or
speedrunning nature, to be truthfully honest. I like to see Tomb Raider get sped run. I wonder if it's actually been done yet.
Oh, yeah, everything's been sped run at this point, I'm sure. Fuck you. I made that jump. You're a jerk. Anyway. But as Ms. Laura Croft pointed out, the exploratory nature of the original Tomb Raider game is great. It's just that the core problem with the original Tomb Raider is that even with the exploratory nature, like, it's... Okay, I know I'm supposed to be able to jump to that. What are we doing here? Why are you being a jerk? Like, there's a fundamental difference between allowing the player to explore and putting the player into a position where exploration is just at times frustrating. Like, I don't feel like the original Tomb Raider gets the difference in an effective and meaningful way.
I'm at a save crystal, but it's not letting me use it. In fact, it looks
I
like
don't know why I can't make this jump. This is very annoying.
Is the save crystal bugged? I don't know what's going on.
It looks like it's, like, broken in half or something.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, since I had a wonderful angle there, let's talk about Lara Croft's triangle pyramid tits.
Do we have to?
No, not really. I was just making a joke.
Okay.
It just popped up right there as I was trying to walk because of the lovely camera angle that I was provided.
Look, I don't want to know anything about nothing popping up, bro. You keep that shit to yourself. This is a family show.
It is a family show. I'm not the one talking about popping up like that.
Why can I not make this jump?
Oh, I made the jump. Is there anything worthwhile coming over here for, though? Was there actually a reason to come over here?
It's so weird. Like, I am clearly meant to jump there. There is nowhere else I can physically jump. I can't drop off because if I do, I'll die. But I can't make this jump for some reason. It's so weird.
Like, I don't
There,
think there
finally.
was really... Why would you build a drawbridge? Or not a drawbridge, just a bridge in general that goes absolutely nowhere. Like, there's nothing over here unless they were trying to build something and the T-Rex just came along and ate them.
Let's see if I can make this work properly.
Okay, so I guess I'm just going to go back up the way I came.
Yeah, okay, I get
Hey,
it
what's
now.
up, Zig? How you doing?
There, I swan dove. Are you happy?
I am very happy. I'm sure everybody else in here is very happy as well. I'm going to save my game, and I'm going to swan dive to my death, because that's how we should end the night.
I swan dove into a lake. Because Laura is a pristine and beautiful creature, and she does not deserve your bullshit shenanigans. Besides, I spent like the first 10 minutes of the show killing her.
They're hissing at each other again.
Of course they are. They're cats. They're going to take some time to get used to each other.
You would think all of this swinging would dry her off faster, but alas, such does not appear to be the case.
Nope. I wonder if she gets, like, really, really bad skin irritation from all the wet clothing rubbing up against her.
Considering all the places that she's gone and all of the things that she's done and the amount of time that she has spent, like, wearing, you know, boots with thick socks that have been soaked to the bone, her feet probably look like bird claws. I'm not even kidding. Like,
No, I can believe that,
I am
100%.
deadly serious. I am deadly serious.
I 100% believe that.
Her podiatrist's job is the stuff of nightmares.
Is there a save file over here? Because I have to follow the path to... No. Oh, I need a running jump for that.
That is the one thing I really like about Lara Croft as a character, like original Lara Croft, is that despite the fact that, you know, the developers have clearly visually sexualized her and physically sexualized her, as you do, as a character, she's not an especially sexual character, and I feel like it's a case of, if you did what she did for a living, why the fuck would you be? Like, can you imagine how many horrible fucking things that she's had to deal with in the course of her life? How many strange, like, Incan fucking diseases and whatever the hell she's had to encounter? Mm-hmm. Why would you be at that point? Be like, no, fuck this. Leave me alone.
There's a save crystal. Save crystals are bugged my ass. It's just that one.
Now where am I? Tomb of Qualopec. That sounds like a drug college students take. Yeah, original Lara Croft is basically Indiana Batman, and I am 100% okay with that. She has no time for anyone's bullshit. She speaks multiple different languages. She's a master gymnast. She's a master martial artist. She's a master marksman. She's an
Shit.
anthropologist.
I need another gear. God damn it. No, I need 3 gears. Let's see here. Is there someplace for me to go that I can get these other gears? Oh, there's a dead corpse over there. Let's check him out. I'm sure he might have something.
Bloop. Bloop. Oh, pushed the wrong button. Damn it.
I got a shotgun. I think that's a shotgun. I could be
Still
wrong.
haven't found the damn shotgun yet.
There we go. Haha. I think that is a trap. I don't remember. So I'm going to try and avoid that. Nope. Never mind. I didn't jump, so I'm going to die.
Where is the exit from this dump?
Why do I feel like I need the water to go up there? Yes, I do. Oh, God. Yeah, this is the path that's supposed to fill up with water once I get all the gears set up.
Well, Eileen, Robert is playing the original game. I am playing the remake. If you're asking which one is better or whatever, the original game is
Aged.
definitely a product of its time. As a historical artifact, it is a game that gave birth to basically an entire genre of platform-type stuff, and it deserves the recognition and credit for basically inspiring Uncharted, the modern Prince of Persia's, and to a certain extent, stuff like Assassin's Creed, and I would probably argue even like a Mirror's Edge. As an actual gameplay experience in this day and age, I don't know that I would... Well, fuck that noise.
And what did you just do? Oh, you made a room collapse?
No, the boulder came after me and tried to kill me, and the door's shut. They sigh.
Indeed.
I don't remember how to get through this room. This is going to be frustrating, isn't it?
I just don't remember where those other 2 gears are to get into the Temple of Korpek.
And again, as I said, this game has this game is much more accessible at this point. I think.
Yeah, your game is a little bit more linear than what mine is going for. Mine doesn't have any hand-holding. I mean, yours doesn't exactly either, outside of a tutorial stage that teaches you how to use the basic moveset of Laura.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to be doing now. At all.
Yeah, that boulder was pretty rude. And the knight by standing on the Midas hand at the same time. That actually sounds like a goal. Alright, I gotta sit here and I gotta start exploring for the other 2 gears, because I'm pretty sure that they're up here, over the waterfall. There was only one of them that I was pretty sure that was over there where the T-Rex was.
Oh, is this movable? I think this is movable, actually. Yep. That's what I need to do. Is this about right? I guess we'll find out.
Hey, kitty. Hey, you know what? While everyone's here,
Nope, that didn't work out at all.
I want to introduce you to the newest member of my family. Say hello to Bruno.
Hi, Bruno.
Yep.
Where the fuck? Right.
Hello, Bruno. How you doing? Did Fluffy try to
think I
kill
need to
you
move
yet?
to the
1,000
other
times?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Alright, let's see here. Oh, there's a path this way. I didn't go down this way last time. Ah, there's a door, so I need a switch.
Somebody asked if you named the cat after Bruno Mars.
Actually, funny story. There was, we went to the pet store where they do adoptions. He was caged with another cat. They're brothers. One was called Bruno, the other one was called Mars. So we just kept his name Bruno Mars. Or kept his name Bruno.
I suppose it's better than naming the cat after Bruce Willis. Okay, I'm not super thrilled with this particular puzzle.
How did I go back? What the hell just happened? Oh, I know. I probably turned myself around. Oop, shit. Jumped too soon. Alright, Laura.
Hey, Hod.
Yeah?
I have a feeling we're gonna have a problem with him scratching things.
Well, yeah, he's got claws. Of course he's gonna scratch things.
Because he already started scratching the couch. So I don't want him to destroy my grandma's couch.
Well, then that's when we gotta try and do the training thing. Get the spray bottle of water again and hit him with it. If you don't want him to scratch up the couch, then just spray him with the bottle of water. Oh, what the hell just happened? I just stopped in the middle of while I was running. That was just the weirdest thing ever. No, not hit him with the bottle. Spray him with a water bottle. That's like, it's like a thing we got from cat, from being able to like house train your cat. Although I'm sure there are people out there like my boss who hates cats who wouldn't mind hitting a cat with a bottle.
He's got his claw stuck on my ring. Ow!
There we go. No random ass stopping in the middle of whatever. Almost jumped into the wall. That would have sucked exponentially.
I look over and the chat is on about bottling a cat. Why would you bottle a cat?
It was my bad phrasing, I guess.
Oh, look, shotgun shells I can't pick up because I haven't found the fucking shotgun yet.
Laura, you turn like a tank. Ah, ha.
I mean,
Yeah,
we did establish that was a thing.
Yes. I'll show myself the door.
I mean, it's fine. You don't have to, like, go or anything. I'm just... Did establish that was a thing.
Now, where is the other... God damn it. Could have sworn there was maybe at least one more gear hidden around here somewhere.
Okay. What is the point of this?
Thought there was at least one gear somewhere. You know, let's just turn you for the hell of it. Yep, yeah, the gear's too small, so I'm going to have to pull him out. Oh, I can't take him? Wait, let's see what happens. The small gear that doesn't turn, and yet it somehow manages to let all the other gears turn. That makes sense. Science. I'm probably going to have to go back to the room with the T-Rex just to see if I left anything behind. It's most likely what's going to be the case.
Okay.
Ah, no, not my Laura. All right, here we go. Maybe there's one off here and to the side. You know what? There probably is, and I just completely forgot about it. Yep, I also forgot about the damn dogs.
I hate to say it, Robert, but I feel as though I must.
You gotta go?
Nope, you're not very good at this game.
No. I think I'm alright at this game for a guy who hasn't played it in 20 years. And do believe me, sir, if I suck at a game, I will absolutely acknowledge it.
Right.
Oh, you're meowing at me. Hello there. Bruno, where are you going? Okay, so there's no gear over here. My patience is slowly wearing thin. I guess I have to go back to the little temple. The real story behind Xenogears Unfinished. I'll have to look that up later. So, do you think there's a possibility that we can at least acknowledge that, you know, the nude raider thing was a thing for like a half a minute?
You mean the idea of Lara Croft being naked, you mean?
Yeah, the hilarious joke that was published, I think, in EGM about a nude code for Lara Croft. And then there not being...
Did we really think that was hilarious?
I thought it was hilarious.
I didn't feel like I felt that was hilarious.
Well, I thought, no, it's hilarious because they announced the joke, and people tried looking for it. People got angry about it. And then somebody went and made a nude raider code mod for the first game on the PC. So, to me, that is funny.
I mean, in a broad sense, I appreciate the idea that somebody made that mod, but listen, we have mods in this day and age where, like, you can just, like, put just naked characters with giant fucking gazongas and huge, like, clubbing wangs into Skyrim. Like,
yep.
The desensitization of the idea of nudity in non-traditional forms is not, like, anything new or whatever. Like, we're beyond that. As far as the EGM joke itself goes, man, fuck EGM. Not in specific, like, not like, just not like fuck EGM as an entity or whatever, but I never particularly thought like that joke was especially entertaining as such, and I never thought that their April Fool's Day jokes were terribly interesting. The only one I can recall being fooled by was the Shen Long one,
Yep.
and not to the extent that I ever tried to do it because like I was not good enough at Street Fighter 2 to where I would be like, yeah, let me try to do this or whatever. But more so to the extent that I was like, oh, okay, that's a thing. And like I never looked at, what they did as like, oh, well, this is funny or haha or whatever. Like I just thought it was like, oh. The one thing I did that did frustrate me was they would like we were in that period of time in the 90s where ridiculous things would happen in video games all the time, and they would do those jokes, and it would be like you couldn't tell for sure if they were legit or not because, you know, Capcom put a block of sentient tofu in Resident Evil 2. Who's to say Akuma isn't a playable character? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So to me, it was always just like it was one of those things that you did so that people would talk about you.
I would say, if anything, some of the more creative April Fool jokes now have come from, like, let's say, IGN and Sega. Like, I still think to this day that Sega made one of the greatest, most hilarious fake trailers ever. A Virtual Fighter 5 patch where the game suddenly played like Street Fighter. So Akira's suddenly doing a fireball. He's doing a hurricane kick. He's doing all these crazy moves. The game looks hilariously awesome that I wish it existed.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal for the time. Like in this day and age, like it's not a particularly big deal. But at the time that it came out, like that was kind of unheard of. Like games that had nudity in general were extremely few and far between, unless you were lurking around in certain corners of the internet, I suppose. Patches that did that sort of thing were even rarer.
Yeah.
But like that was definitely like a first step towards, where we are now, where like people mod Doom to have fucking in it. So like I guess that's an important milestone in the sense of developing the ability for games to have like naked bits in them.
There we go. I found my second gear. It was really hard to see too. But then again, I mean, I'm trying to remember, how did I manage to see it back in the day?
We were younger and our eyes worked better. That's all I got.
You know what? I'll go with it. There's probably one in here somewhere, I bet.
I knew that was going to happen, but I also knew that I couldn't advance the game forward if I didn't do that. God damn it.
I feel like for whatever reason I need to plug our silly little 3-part Tomb Raider video that we did about 4 years ago. But at the same time, I mean, you look at it, it aged poorly.
Well, yeah, I mean, like
if I had what I had now, it would look 10 times better, especially since I'm a lot better at video editing than I was back then. I have a green screen that I wish I had back then.
we were also in the position where you specifically wanted to record it in a way so that, like, everybody was there, and then not everybody could be there. So there was very much that situation of, oh, here's this other person who's contributing who's contributing opinions that is like sitting in front of their particular background. Then it didn't work the way that you would have wanted it to.
No, it didn't. I mean, I wanted Jackson to come down, but he says, you know what, this is the best I could do. I'm not able to find time to get down there. I was like, you know what, I got everybody else that's so far agreeing to come down. I wish I had a couple of, you know what, I wish I knew Emily back then, because I would have really liked to have had a female opinion on the Tomb Raider franchise. I mean, I had one person who was willing to do it, but she, for whatever reason, couldn't make it. Is that a gear? I can't tell.
You know, despite the fact that Lara Croft as a character is presented in the way that she, or was, I should say, presented in the way that she was, I've met a surprisingly large amount of women who like Lara Croft as created.
Ron,
What?
Fluffy won't even sit on my lap anymore. He's like really pissy and he's really pissed off.
Just go pick him up and grab him and cuddle him.
I've been trying, but he keeps like hissing and growling and just jumps off my lap like he's pissed off at me.
Yeah, he's going to be a little mad. First off, I just want to make a note of... oh, it stopped. Yeah, that tree right there was spazzing out.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. I'm trying to...
It's like, yeah, like, in general, I find that from people, like, from women in particular that I ask about it, like, a lot of women, like, found Lara Croft, the original incarnation of her, to be, you know, a likable representation of what they wanted in games. Like, they were like, Lara Croft is awesome, I love Lara Croft, etc., so on.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't really know exactly what to make of that in context, just because, like, so much has been said about how the Tomb Raider reboot was handled.
Yeah.
Just in general, you know. Like, you know, there was the conversations around the E3 when it was announced, and, like, the video associated with that nobody liked, and then there's been the release now that a lot of people are like, you know, like that a lot of people are pointing to, and, like, basically saying, like, you know, it's more this, it's more that, it's more, etc., so on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was supposed to do the jump. Okay, that's fine. So it's like, you know, it's so much has been said already on the topic that it's like, I don't really have a whole lot to add as far as that goes. But I just find it interesting that, like, in general, both versions of Lara seem like, to others, they generally hold up as, like, a good character. Am I going the wrong direction? I am going the wrong direction. God damn it. Yeah, this is where they kept the boulder.
Come here, Bruno. Bruno. Come on, Bruno.
That is a good point. Lara, as presented, gets to be a character who gets to do things that male characters had been doing kind of exclusively in video gaming for a while. Like, you had Samus, but that was kind of it.
Oh, crap! He just came out of nowhere. That actually scared the crap out of me. I was not expecting that. Jesus Christ.
I wonder if I can turn on subtitles.
Come here, Bruno.
You should be able to.
Come here, Bruno. Come here, Bruno. Come here.
What are you doing with the kitty, honey?
He keeps chewing on the cords behind the TV.
Oh, that's definitely not a good thing. I like my TV. I don't want him chewing the cords, please. There we go. Found the last cog. Huzzah.
English. There we go. Yeah, so that guy stood up like he's like, you took my thing, I'm going to kill you, and then a boulder just falls and fucking kills him. All right. I didn't want to fight you anyway.
That wasn't good. Almost fell. Lost a lot of life there. Where does this go?
Laura, I don't want to tell you how to do your job or anything, but it'd probably help if you ran a little faster than you're running right now.
Whoa. That was just a crazy texture issue right there. Alright, got my gears. Oh, hey, you get to meet the first bounty hunter. Hit him with the whiskey bottle. Yeah. Wait, which way was I going? There we go. Is that Jock, or is that just some random bounty hunter? I forget.
That's the bounty hunter from the beginning of the game, the pervert.
Oh, that guy. The one that gives you the laptop or whatever to talk to Nadalin. Let's see if my save file or save crystal comes back. Oop. Probably doesn't. Shit. Oh.
This seems like a very unsafe way to travel.
Oh yeah, getting going up by elevator
Cable.
yeah.
Although, to be honest, I wouldn't have external elevators anyway, so what do I know?
Yeah, who knows how many people she probably killed that were underneath that elevator.
Or anchor.
All right, I think I'm assuming there's a save file at the beginning of the temple. So I think once I get to the temple, I'm going to save it and call it a night. I want to say one thing. I'm really impressed with, you know... God damn it. Jumping in this game is very tedious at times. Oop, wrong button. But yes, as I was trying to say, the way this game is structured, I mean, like, the stages, most of them, for the most part, are incredibly huge. And they have, what, about 12 stages in the game, and they just keep getting bigger?
Yeah.
Which is actually quite amazing for its time. Wow, I actually thought she was going to fall right in. Again. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. That works out better.
Oh, all right. Now we have a shotgun.
And it's a shame you don't. It's a shame you don't get to fight Jacques at the beginning of that level. Was that a lizard that you were fighting? I didn't. I just glanced over at the last second. There we go. Now I just gotta go swimming. Hopefully there's a save file just before, a save crystal before the beginning of the temple. This way. I probably should have played the Saturn version. At least I know the dynamic lighting in that is a little bit better. More shotgun shells. Another healing kit.
Aha. No.
Oh, what the shit. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I'm gonna let the cats play for a little bit. See what happens.
Alright, yeah, it's just... So I beat that stage. And I think at that point, I shall now call it a night. Oh, boy.
Works for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, any final thoughts you want to share on Tomb Raider, I guess? The Tomb Raider 1 game.
Anniversary is still a fine game. I have some mild issues with like some of the camera angles, but I think that's always going to be the case when you design a game like this in general. For the most part, I think it is a pretty good experience, pound for pound. And I definitely feel like it's a shame that it's the lowest selling game in the franchise, as even though it's a remake of a game that came out, years and years ago and that everybody had already played. I definitely feel like it is a game to be experienced. I do think that Legend kind of does a better job with what they were going for in terms of how it's designed and structured, because they still had to work within the frameworks of the original Tomb Raider. But for the most part, I definitely feel like if you can get it on the cheap, whether it be on Steam or on some type of a console download service or whatever, it's definitely worth paying and playing.
Yeah, I definitely think that even though it's probably going to be impossible to play the original Tomb Raider unless you go to Good Old Games or Steam and you download it, and it will let you play the game through DOSBox emulation, and that's fine and all. But I think anything, you really should owe it to yourself to at least play Anniversary on either the 360 or PS3, or hell, even get the trilogy pack for the PS3, which has Legends, Anniversary, and Underground, because they actually modify the story elements in Anniversary to make it treat the franchise as a trilogy storyline that overarcs all three. So that's really nice thing you should definitely check out. I mean, Tomb Raider 1, the original, has quite a bit of flaws, and it definitely did not age well. Laura did not age well whatsoever. The gameplay aspect is very rough, but then again, that's just the way games were made back in 1996. And being one of the first 3D platformer, 3D action games at the time is definitely a marvel. It definitely should be respected. It definitely should be, regarded as, one of the staples in gaming. So that's all I have to say about Tomb Raider in that regard. I mean, and here you go, going through the fan art of some of the early iterations of Laura. Back when she was a redhead, now she's a brunette.
I also appreciate the fact they have like all kinds of crazy unlockable shit that you could get just by doing all of the different things in the game.
Yeah. Not to mention all kinds of different costumes and whatnot, which are pretty cool. And there are some really interesting, like the trilogy had some really interesting mods. Like people were creating their own costumes that Laura could wear and whatnot, which was kind of cool. Again, leading to that whole, New Raider thing too. They had that bullshit going on as well. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in for Game Jam. This is the final episode of Original versus Remake. I don't really have anything planned for the month of August, so I might do some solo stuff. I might actually hit up a couple of friends and continue some games that I started in previous game jams. Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, is right here is when I do my game jams. My next show will be next Thursday at 9 p.m., which is Three Vets and a Noob, Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst Adventures, 2 hours of comedy and camaraderie amongst me and my friends. My friend right here who's joining me today is Mr. MarkBWriting. That is his Twitter right there. It's also the same name he has. Is it the same name you use for your Twitch?
Yep, they put in the ability to change Twitch handles, so I changed it to twitch.tv/MarkBWriting. I haven't been doing any streams as of late, but I'm looking to change that in the near future. We were doing streams every Sunday where we were playing through Persona 5. I might actually go back to that in the next couple of weeks, but I'm thinking about adding in some additional stuff to do. I haven't decided exactly what yet, but I have a couple of ideas that I'm debating on. You can also check out my podcast, Neo Kobe Pizza, the only gaming podcast that floats in soup, over on soundcloud.com/MarkBWriting or under the name Neo Kobe Pizza on various music and streaming type services, iTunes, Google Music, wherever podcasts are hosted. And you can check out my YouTube channel. It doesn't have a nifty specific address because they don't let you do that unless you have like a shitload of subscribers. But if you search for MarkBWriting on YouTube, it comes up there. I put up videos of the podcasts, and I'm going to actually be posting a video probably tomorrow in what will hopefully be a sequence of just routine videos on the long term, talking about just stuff that I come up with.
All right, so thank you, everybody. Definitely check out Mark at every place he just mentioned right there. Just start off with his Twitter, because that'll definitely lead to a bunch of other things that he does. Our next show, GVN Live, the next episode will be on, let's see, the 31st is my actually Dead or Alive tournament that I stream online. August 7th will be the next GVN Live. So we don't have anything planned for that episode yet because we're looking to do a couple of different things. However, do pay attention to Twitter because usually about a day or two in advance I will post what the topic will be about and what is going to be going on. So definitely follow me. My Twitter feed is right there listed, Fight Club Hubs. The same thing can be said over there for YouTube, where you can find all my archive streams and podcasts. And not to mention just some random videos that I post every now and then. Of course, you can also check out my website for everything else, which is GamingVisionNetwork.com. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Mark, thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you had fun.
Thank you for having me. I did indeed.
All right, and everybody out there, have a good night.
Take care.